really fun, when you're playing just a horrible character, just like a character with no redeemable qualities, just vicious. Um, and I think all of us have a little Bowser inside somewhere, buried deep, hopefully. And it was a cool thing to explore. I don't get to play a lot of super evil characters. The thing about Bowser is he's scary and he's strong and he's a monster, but what's funny about Bowser is that he's sensitive and insecure. And that's a fun thing to play because they don't really go together. Why is Bowser so obsessed with Princess Peach? Why is anyone obsessed with anything? I mean, obviously, he's taken by her beauty, her tenderness. But also, she's a badass. She can really hold her own in a fight. And Bowser respects that. Princess Peach rules with compassion. Everyone in the Mushroom Kingdom has value in the eyes of Princess Peach. Bowser rules with an iron fist, with rage. He controls his population of Koopas with fear and intimidation. Bowser also enjoys heavy metal music, and he rules with the power of rock. And he shall destroy all in his path. How would I describe the Super Mario Brothers movie? Exciting, hilarious, romantic, thrilling, enchanting, psychedelic. What do you call that when you remember something? Something's you remember fondly. It takes you back to a time that you loved in your childhood. Nostalgic. Dude, um, rad. Awesome. I had more words. I don't know what the secret ingredient over there is, but the brain trust in charge of those projects continues to amaze, and I'm super psyched to be part of an Illumination masterpiece.
I was thrilled that I was just getting a chance to be in this thing. Let's be honest. Luigi's an iconic character. I love the Super Mario Brothers, and then I was, I was laughing out loud reading the script. I'm a child of the '80s, so this was a big shift in our childhood landscape. When you got the Nintendo, at least the one I got, it came with Super Mario Brothers. So it was the game that we all played and we all loved and still love. It means a lot to get to be a part of this, and I know how much it means to the fans of the characters. It's an honor to to be asked to do this. Luigi is the Luigi that we all know and love. Maybe not the bravest of the two Mario brothers, but certainly he has a big heart and he's loyal, and he's good at getting himself into some tight spots. But he is just die-hard loyal brother to his brother Mario. He's just a big sweetheart, and it's nice to play a good guy sometimes. Bad guys are fun to play too, but Luigi's got a big old heart, and I like that. You're going to get to see it all. You're going to get to see the Mushroom Kingdom. You're going to get to see the Rainbow Road. But for me, you're going to get to see Brooklyn. And I think, that is the most exciting set piece of all, because you never know what's going to happen in Brooklyn.
This game is something that people have, that definitely people have played all over the world, and I think it's just being part of this legacy is really, really, really an honor, which is not, sometimes you get excited that you get a role because of what it has in it, and sometimes you get that extra little boost that you get to be honored to be part of something that was bigger than you. This is a game that has gone past cultures and everybody in the world can share in it. It's been really a wonderful thing to be part of this world. There's an enthusiasm that's infectious about him, and I saw it on the page, and I definitely also wanted to make sure I was imbuing the performance with that. And so I think that everything, to his voice, to his attitude. So Toad's big thing is that he's such a proud member of the Mushroom Kingdom. It's really important to him that people understand what a wonderful and special place it is. So when he encounters Mario, there's this golden opportunity for him to show him his world and what his world is all about. And I think that that kind of pride that he has also is commingled with this loyalty that he has for Princess Peach. And that I think he's very proud. He has a lot of pride in the place that he's from and would do anything at all to protect it. And it doesn't matter how his size or his stature, he's fierce and he's brave. And I think that's a really great quality that he has about him. Working with Michael Jelenic and Aaron Horvath was really, really a lot of fun. These guys gave me a certain degree of freedom. And like I said before, it was really nice to be able to explore together to find the voice for Toad and to find the attitude for Toad. And because of what we did create, or co-create, I got to have a lot of fun in the booth. And they were always very open to letting me improvise. And sometimes we knew we wouldn't be using it, but whatever I would improvise would allow me to stay in character. And they weren't, they always were open to that. And that kind of open dialogue and that kind of open spirit in a creative workspace is essential. The movie has to be seen on a big screen because of the sheer scope of it. Every time we go to a new land or a new kingdom inside of the Mario world, you want to see this on a large scale. I want to see Cranky Kong and Donkey Kong's world on a huge scale. I want to see the Mushroom Kingdom on a huge scale. I want to see Bowser's lair, his floating fire lava lair, on a huge screen. There's just these great perspectives, and there's enormous, enormous things that you want to see in scale to these tiny, small things. It's an absolute feast for the eyes to watch this thing. There's a lot of things to take away, but one of the big things is Mario's spirit. I think that this spirit, this sense of loyalty and never say die, is one of the great themes in the piece. And I think that's good for kids to learn that sense of never give up, never give up. Keep fighting for what you want. No matter what Mario does, he keeps his eye on the prize and he keeps looking for his brother. And it's really actually inspiring, very inspiring, heartwarming. And I hope people can take from that if there's something that you want bad enough, you really can achieve it. If you think you can do it, you can do it the way that Mario decides he's going to do it. It's about perseverance and hard work. So that's one of, I think, many themes in the film, but that's one that really resonates with me.
How many opportunities do you ever get in your lifetime to take your child to a movie when the lead character has nostalgia for both you and your child, for having a profound impact on their childhood, right? Like, I'm going to take my 10-year-old to see this movie, and he'll remember the first time he played Mario when he was 9, and I'll remember the first time I played Mario when I was 9. And in a way, we'll both be the same kids enjoying that. Super Mario Bros. Is the best-selling video game around the world, and I was one of the hundreds of millions of people who have played the game. I was 9 years old in 1988, 89. We got the Nintendo Entertainment System at our house. Also, I had played Mario Brothers, the arcade game. There was a dry cleaner by my house that had the game, and I was absolutely obsessed. If I found a quarter, if I could scratch together 2 dimes and a nickel, I was right off to play Mario, and it was magic for me. It's that time in my childhood that, well, everyone's got that nostalgic moment in their childhood that they hold on to, and I think Mario is that nostalgic moment for a lot of people across many generations because there have been so many iterations of the game. Mario is a wide-eyed dreamer who's devoted to his brother and his family, and I really like that. That was me. I was a bit of a wide-eyed dreamer myself, very close with my own brother. Although I think back in the day I was more of the Luigi. And this is a guy, Mario, who's given up on the easy payday to reach out and go after his dreams of starting his own plumbing business. He wants to save Brooklyn through low prices and friendly service. And little does he know, he's given an opportunity to do just that. We get to see a lot about Donkey Kong's kingdom. And they just build these carts, and they just rock these hot-rodded carts all around these suspended highways through the Jungle Kingdom. It's really cool. You get a sense that, I mean, it's serious world building, amazing animated set pieces, and an opportunity to incorporate, of course, Mario Kart into the film. I loved it. I cried, actually. I literally cried seeing this movie. I was so proud of it. It's fantastic. It's funny. It's got a lot of heart. It touches on all of the nostalgia. It's, you know, beautiful. It's beautifully lit, shot, and animated. And it looks, it's a masterpiece. I'm very, very excited about it.
It was exciting to get to bring a character that I've kind of been, you know, has been a part of my life, my whole life essentially, in the form of Donkey Kong. Yeah, it was cool, you know. The character does not have like a ton of like kind of, you know, he's not bringing a lot to the table from like the video game. He does not have like a ton of personality, especially in the earlier forms. In later versions, he kind of had adopted some eventually, but yeah, I was given a lot of freedom to kind of make the character of Donkey Kong my own, which as an actor is all you're looking for. Yeah, Donkey Kong's kind of a showboat, a little petulant, I guess you would say, and trying to impress his father, and kind of that's what drives a lot of his desires to entertain and to get attention, which I very much relate to. Donkey Kong's father is not that, you know, I think like a lot of people. Yeah, he wants, you know, Donkey Kong just wants to make his father kind of love him and proud, and his father's kind of unimpressed with him, and part of his motivation for kind of going on this journey and wanting to do well is to prove to his father that he's, you know, not just some spoiled rich kid. The age that I was when video games came out, you know, kind of was very conducive to my development as a child and to the types of things I wanted to be doing as a child. And so, you know, when I was young, video games were simple, and as I got older, they got more complex and more interesting, which was a great experience for me because it kind of felt like they were getting better along with my desire for them to be better. But yeah, Nintendo was, you know, the system that kind of like ushered me through that entire evolution in a lot of ways. There's like a big Rainbow Road chase, which is something that I probably have been wanting to see since I was a kid. Yeah, it does a good job of kind of, I think, capturing the worlds and settings and different levels of the games, and actually kind of, you know, incorporating them into the story and having them be a part of the action in a way that, yeah, is fun to finally see.
She really is the master of her own fate. She grabs the reins, she takes control, she's very, very determined and absolutely fearless. She's just head first into battle. I think she's really cool. I aspire to be more like her. Bowser and Princess Peach are rather different rulers. Peach is very concerned about the welfare of the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom. She wants everybody to be taken care of and to live peacefully. Bowser's a little more selfish in his desires. However, being played by the wonderful Jack Black, you still kind of love him. I don't know how that's possible, but you do. Peach is good at getting people together, and she's good at setting a plan. Mario brings the heart, probably. He really wants to find Luigi, and he kind of galvanizes all of us around that. Then you have Toad, who's just an eternal little ray of sunshine and kind of your ultimate hype man. And Donkey Kong, he is bringing the laughs.